Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A hearty welcome to one and all to this 24-hour non-stop management development conclave organized by Madras Management Association with the help of Conrad Adenauer Foundation and knowledge partner Sea Change Consulting. This is for the very first time that MMA is organizing this 24-hour non-stop management development conclave. We begin this conclave with the inaugural session, and I have the privilege of inviting the dignitaries on the dais. May I now invite Dr. Ponnavaiko, Vice Chancellor, SRM University. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as we have the guest of honor, Dr. Ponnavaiko. May I also invite Mr. Venki Rajgopal, President, Madras Management Association and Managing Director, Indian Terrain Fashions Limited. Mr. S. Prakash, CEO and Principal Consultant, Sea Change Consulting. Sea Change is a knowledge partner for this conclave. Dr. Jayashree Suresh, Dean MBA School of Management, SRM University, and Group Captain R. Vijay Kumar, Executive Director, Madras Management Association. A very warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We begin this inaugural session with the invocation song. To render the invocation song, may I now invite Ms. Padmaja. She will render the song on Lord Ganesha. May I request the audience to please rise for the invocation song. Thank you.
Mooladhara Murti, Mooladhara Murti, Gajamukane Mooladhara Murti, Gajamukane Sharana Munadu Upaya Sharana Mooladhara Murti. Velayuda Guhan Tanaku Muntonriya Velayuda Guhan Tanaku Muntonriya Vimala Umayal Tirumagane Amala Yamayal Munivar Todum Vimala Umayal Tirumagane Amala Yamayal Munivar Todum Mooladhara Murti. அன்புடன் தும்பை அருகம் புல் எடுத்து அர்ச்சனை செய்தாலும் போதும் அன்புடன் தும்பை அருகம் புல் எடுத்து அர்ச்சனை செய்தாலும் போதும் துன்பம் துடைத்து துன்பம் துடைத்து பேரில்பம் தரும் வரதா துணைபுரி பிரணவாங்கார கணபதியே துணைபுரி பிரணவாங்கார கணபதியே மூலாதார மூர்த்தி மூலாதார மூர்த்தி.
Thank you, Ms. Padmaja. May I request our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ponnavaiko, to kindly present a floral bouquet to Ms. Padmaja. May I now invite Group Captain Vijay Kumar, Executive Director, Madras Management Association. Well, continuing the tradition, we always have, after the invocation song, the lighting of the traditional Kuttu Valakku. So may I request our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ponnavaiko, the President, Madras Management Association, Mr. Venki Rajgopal, Mr. S. Prakash, and Dr. Jayashree Suresh to please step forward to light the traditional Kuttu Valakku. Group Captain R. Vijay Kumar joined Madras Management Association as the Executive Director in 2007. He is a recipient of Vishisht Seva Medal awarded by the President of India. May I now invite Group Captain to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Prakash. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed my proud privilege to be here today to deliver the welcome address, and I'm doubly delighted because today is MMA is completed 56 years, 56th anniversary of MMA. Secondly, I'm indeed singularly honored and privileged to present this great event, unique event to you today, and I think I'm truly blessed to do this twice. You all know MMA strongly believe in leadership, and we always propagate management movement in this part of the country. As you said, 56 years ago, we are established since then. We have been singularly promoting management movement in this part of the country, and we are a leading management association in the country with more than 8,000 members. What all through the day we have been discussing is that what you want to do is bring something unique event which can bring in a lot of change in the mind of people. And you all know, your mind is often greatest tool, but as anyone who has who has little gone away from the thing and who has succumbed to ego or self, not even get connected to some of the fundamentals, he knows mind is not really a best tool. It's actually a tool which can destroy you. That's why we thought we should bring in some unique event where it totally focus on your mind, your self-development, and how you can become a great leader. A great leader needs phenomenal mind management. The 56 topics what have been researched and by our knowledge partner in consultation with distinguished people in the field to bring out what is unique which will touch the chord of every individual, what is very, very important. That's one of the reasons we thought the youth is the future of our country, and we thought we must do it in a great university where else better place than SRM University to do that event today, 24 hours. That's why we are here to present you the unique 56 event of 24 hours for your presentation. Each of the topic is going to touch all the leadership skill one should have. If you have gone through the 56 topics, which may not be covered in detail, in teasers and some in detail, I think it will make you a full holistic personality actually. Because I always believe in the term that we can, and I think you will get connected easily with me, Yuvraj Singh. Yes, we can. That is what made him, in spite of his cancer, and he came and to play that to your first match at Chennai. We are destined to play the first match in Chennai. He almost took India to winning thing, because what destiny can only destroy the human being, but it cannot defeat a human being. But if you have all the characteristics for a great leader, that can easily happen to you. That's why we are here. And because we want to bring in, because it's like a normal man who, the man who has got a sight, and if he doesn't have a light, I think he's not going to go anywhere. But you all got a sight. We want to bring in some great insight into you by bringing some unique event. That's why you are all today. So I am here to deliver a formal welcome address. It is my privilege to welcome also large number of viewers who are watching this event from all over the world, all over India. In fact, we have done excellent media management to reach out to a large number of people, because at the end of the day, you can bring in the tremendous event for 24 hours, but if you don't reach out to a large number of audience all over the world, all over India, we are reaching out, it doesn't serve the objective for which we have put in tremendous effort. So, warm welcome to all our viewers who are watching all over India. My personal welcome to the Vice Chancellor of SRM University, Dr. Punvaiko, who has been so gracious in spite of busy commitment, accept to be here on this momentous occasion. And Mr. Venki Rajagopal rightly said, we must have this in a university so that it benefits a large number of audiences. And I must thank Mr. Venki Rajagopal giving go ahead to do that and over 24 hours, so that MMA get connected with the objective what it has been stood for all the 56 years with a large number of youth like you. I will also thank and welcome Mr. Prakash, who has been closely associated with that in conceptualizing and presenting this, and he is a very thorough professional. As the days pass by, you will know what a professionalism they are in as a sea change consulting to present to you this great event. All these events couldn't have been done if you don't have a singular person who is behind you. And I must extend a warm welcome to Professor J.S.T. Suresh, Dean of SRM B School, who stood like a rock behind us to make sure this event go through without any hitches. We didn't have any problem because she is there, she took care of every aspect of it. Very welcome to you, Dr. J.S.T. Let me also have the privilege of welcoming all the facilitators who who is going to be with us the next 24 hours, delivering on the important topic assigned to them. All the management students, members of MMA, media, large number of our corporate guests who are here, and large number of viewers who are watching from different parts of the world. Very warm welcome to each one of you. It's indeed a privilege to have each one of you with us. Only I want to say that don't let the ego come in your way in the learning, especially for youth who are here. Ask questions, seek knowledge. This is a great opportunity which has been provided to you. I am quite sure you will make the best use of this opportunity. Once again, very warm welcome to you. I am quite sure you're going to have a great fun of 24 hours here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Group Captain. Mr. S. Prakash is the CEO and Principal Consultant of Sea Change Consulting. He is an author, motivational speaker, researcher, entrepreneur, thought leader, writer, and life coach. May I now invite Mr. S. Prakash to present the overview of this conclave.
Good morning. I recall the famous words of Martin Luther King when he started his famous speech, "I have a dream." We had a very big dream when we started on this project, to bring a gamut of knowledge that is unsurpassable and make the entire world your audience. And today it has become a reality. Dreams, as we all know, cannot take shape unless they become goals. The goals in turn must have certain deadlines and adequate resources which go behind to make that goal a reality. In real life, what happens is that you meet a lot of blocks, time-wise, resource-wise, and at every possible chance, there is always that additional surprise which springs up. When I was talking about this to a few people who are in the field, they said to put an event like this together and get it going would take anywhere between 3 to 4 months bare minimum. Such is the kind of work that is involved. It might be a great surprise for many of you who are here today that the entire conceptualization to delivery has taken us less than 3 weeks. The amount of work that has gone behind, the support that MMA has given, the support that SRM has given, the support that has come from all these sponsors at the back end, and not to forget the facilitators. It's like shooting a movie with 18 heroes and heroines. Putting a script together which is powerful, getting the background music, getting the production values in, and going live without much of rehearsal. It's a big challenge. Each of the team players over here today have done a wonderful job. The kind of work that you're going to see. Because when I initially spoke about this to a few friends, normally what I do is I bounce off ideas with the friends who are in the industry. They were all quite skeptical. Some of them said, "What are you going to do? Just stand and talk for 24 hours. What's going to happen?" I shared with them that it is not just 24 hours. It's about 56 topics covering anything that you can imagine in behavioral science to SMEs to even large corporates. They were still saying it's not going to happen. I said we have about 750 man-years of experienced people in the form of 18 speakers who are going to be present on the occasion, the kind of knowledge and wisdom that they bring. They all said it's not going to happen. To all skeptics, what I told them and what I want to share with you today, what if that one thought that comes through today, that one word, that one gesture, that one spark inside of you which is lit up today which can turn your life. I always talk about the difference between 211 and 212 degrees. At 211 degrees Fahrenheit, water is still hot. At 212 degrees Fahrenheit, it becomes steam. When it becomes steam, it runs locomotives. It runs industries which are unimaginable today. And all that was needed was that 1 degree twist to the 211 degrees of boiling water. And that is exactly what we brought to the table here today. Normally, history is made rarely. And today, you're all watching history being made. It is nice to watch history being made, much better to be part of history being made and take away learnings which can change your life once and for all. I still remember a story which I read many years back. It's about an old man who is sitting near a beach. There are a lot of starfishes being washed out which are coming to the shore. This old man was patiently sitting there and taking the starfishes and throwing them back into the water. One young boy, like many of you sitting out here, came up there and said, "Can't you see that the starfishes are again being washed back into the shore? They are dying." At that point of time, a giant wave came in and was going back. He threw the starfish in and that fish was saved. He said, to this fish, it made a difference. Today, either one of you or the thousands or lakhs who are going to watch this session through the web are going to see a change which can bring that spark, which can become that igniting factor which can change their lives once and for all. I really would like to thank each and every one of you who have taken your time out to be here today. Captain Vijay Kumar, who has been a source of great inspiration, a man of very few words but a lot of action. Mr. Venki Rajagopal, who has been of a great source through MMA for us, Dr. Ponvaiko and SRM, Dr. Jayashree, and the entire team out here of facilitators. Each and every one of you, when some great building like Taj Mahal or any of the great edifices that you see are being built, it's all built brick by brick. But finally, when the final structure comes up, it's an amazing sort of a feeling that you get. It's like a baby being born. Today, the 24-hour baby is being born. By tomorrow morning, you'll see a galloping horse. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Mr. Prakash. Mr. Venki Rajagopal, born into a family of civil servants, is now a first-generation entrepreneur. A postgraduate in economics, he joined the IPS in the year 1979. In the year 2000, he launched a brand of apparel in India in the name of Indian Terrain, which is today grown to be a truly national brand with its presence firmly established across the country. He is currently the President of Madras Management Association and Managing Director of Indian Terrain Fashions Limited. May I now invite Mr. Venki Rajagopal to deliver the special address.
Vice Chancellor, Sir, Madam Jayashree, Mr. Prakash, Group Captain Vijay Kumar, all the facilitators who have come here, who have made this pilgrimage to this wonderful campus, and to all the students here, on behalf of MMA and as President of this association, it is my privilege to welcome you all to this really unique event. You know, I can't tell you how excited I feel to be amidst this fantastic potential of young leaders of the future, on whose shoulders perhaps rests the destiny of this nation. And while we have been busy running a business or building a company, I have not had many occasions when I could interact with young students like yourself. And the minute my car entered the campus of this university, it took me back in time to when I was a student. I used to teach for a year. I used to teach economics in Bangalore University before I joined the Indian Police Service. It took me back to those times, the world of academia, the world of being a student. And I can't tell you how much I thank Vijay for putting this program together and for the circumstance which compelled me to come here. I'm truly privileged and blessed to be with you all. A 24-hour workshop on management education. Now that is really unique. If you look at it at one point of view, it seems, would it be very tiring? But when you see that there are 56 speakers, 56 subjects lined up through this next 24 hours, when you see the caliber of instructors we have here, those who are going to share with you their views and their point of view on what it is to truly build the foundation which you are doing today in this university, and make sure that that foundation is capable of establishing a trajectory from which you can launch yourself, absolutely launch yourself into the future. Because that's what it's all about. Education by itself, management education by itself, if it is poured on a plant which has no passion, then it is going nowhere. The fundamental requisite for a program of this depth, of this intensity, 24 hours, like a machine gun, it's going to be coming at you 15 minutes after 15 minutes, episode after episode of top-class information, exactly the kind of knowledge you need to have to build on this foundation of knowledge. But I have always maintained that the sum of a young man's passion or a young woman's passion is far greater than the sum of his or her IQ in taking him or her to the destination in life they choose to go to. To me, if there is no passion, any amount of knowledge, any degree, the quality of instruction is not going to get you where you want to go. So when I saw the subject, seize the day, that's what really triggered me to perhaps take the liberty of speaking for a few more minutes than I intended to. Because seize the day it comes from a Latin poem, Carpe Diem. Carpe Diem, seize the day, is all about passion. It speaks to the young man and says, today is the moment. What the future holds for you is something you do not know. Nobody knows. But today you know. Seize it for today. Besiege the moment. Wage war on the moment. Get everything that you can for today. Draw every inspiration that you can from the today that presents itself before you. These words, seize the day, should perhaps be the inspiration, should perhaps be the guiding North Star which takes you from here through to the journey of your life, wherever it may be, and for however much and however brilliant your future may be. For it is those, if you're resolute in seizing the moment of the day, is when you will achieve your dreams. And that is absolutely the secret of your success. You hold it within yourself. Every day in our life brings us our own share of misfortunes, of trials, tribulations, and triumphs. It could perhaps take your eye away from the singular fact that you have this beautiful life burning within you, and it's this passion you have to be in this university, to be in this hall today, to seek knowledge. But knowledge without passion is a ship without a destination. So let that seize the day be absolutely the words which drive you to find the goals that you want to do. Over the next 24 hours, the various people who are going to speak to you on subjects as diverse as social media to conflict management, perspectives on leadership, each one of them, I can guarantee you, as a person who's a first-generation entrepreneur, every subject there is vital, is absolutely critical. But whether you take away the completeness of the knowledge that is intended or not, I urge you to take away the passion that MMA has brought, which with Sea Change Consulting, which the Vice Chancellor and Madam Jayashree have put together, the passion with which, as he said, in 3 weeks, they have put together a program of such enormous complexity to run over 24 hours. Let's look at the passion with which they have done that. This is not a program which happens every day. This is not a program I've heard about in the 10 years or 15 years I've lived in Chennai. This is really unique. So the passion they bring to this event should be matched by the passion of those of you who stay here through the 24 hours. Whichever segment of the program you are here and join us in, please remember that seize the day, carpe diem. It's the passion that you bring from within which will make this effort of ours into a very meaningful day and give us the confidence to perhaps do this more and more times in perhaps different venues. Having said that, youngsters, students, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for coming to this program. I truly feel privileged that I could come here today and say a few words and share what I truly believe about the thought of seize the day. If I was, your age, believe me, and I had the experience which I have today, I would do everything that I possibly can to take away every little ounce of knowledge, information, motivation that you can find from the phalanx of top quality speakers who are going to be talking to you about subjects which are of enormous importance to your life going forward. I wish you all the very best for this program, for this event. I also wish all of you young students the very best in your future, and may each one of you find the journey that you seek, find the true potential that exists within you. But if you want to do that, remember you have to seize the day. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, sir, for that very inspiring address. Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the very momentous moment, the special address by our Vice Chancellor. But before that, may I request our Vice Chancellor to formally inaugurate this non-stop conclave. Thank you. Dr. M. Ponnavaiko started his career as a field engineer, served government bodies, public sectors and private organizations. He was also associated with various reputed educational institutions. Presently, the Vice Chancellor of SRM University. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I invite Dr. M. Ponnavaiko to deliver the special address.
Respected Mr. Venki Rajagopal, respected Mr. Prakash, respected Mr. Vijay Kumar, Dr. Jayashree, my dear colleagues of the dais, delegates and speakers of this round-the-clock non-stop management conclave, my dear students, good morning to all of you. In fact, a week back, when Dr. Jayashree and Mr. Vijay Kumar came to me saying that they are organizing in association with Madras Management Association a round-the-clock management conclave, I was surprised. It's unique in its nature. I had never known about this 24 hours workshop. And I was asking, how are you going to make the participants awake all the 24 hours? They said, no sir, they will not get sleep at all. That's how the session is going to be so much interesting. In fact, I find the topics, the 56 topics that are going to be discussed in 24 hours, it starts with life's purpose. And it goes through various aspects, including cloud computing. And finally, it leads you as a winner. You are a winner. I really appreciate and congratulate all those who are behind this for having thought of such topics which are of very importance for any human being, but particularly for managers. My dear friends, well, in the past 45 years of my service, I have been with industries, I have been with education institutions in the country and outside. I have been seeing managers in the industries, I have been seeing managers in the administration, I have been seeing managers in the political field, I am seeing managers in the academic field. My experience is very much varied. In most of the places, I should say in almost all places, I have been seeing mismanagers and managers of crisis management. This country, when we got independence, that time the government planned to eradicate poverty, to eradicate diseases, to develop this country as one of the strongest economic countries in the world. government planned excellent plans. Industries came up. There were plans to raise the poor people above poverty line. Many plans, many achievements. Well, we have achieved industrially. The GDP, in terms of GDP, this country has gone to the level of 11th rank in the world. In terms of purchase power parity, the country has gone to 4th rank in the world. But unfortunately, if you divide the GDP and the purchase power parity among the people, the GDP per capita, the rank goes down to 145 in the world. The purchase power parity per capita goes down to 129th rank in the world. Means we have not achieved what we wanted, what we planned. Who is responsible? I will squarely blame the managers. The managers can be politicians, can be administrators, can be engineering managements, or anybody whomsoever it is. What is lacking is, we are lacking the management principles. We are not producing good management experts. What is management? Where does it start? Charity begins at home. The management should start in you first. You should know how to manage yourself first. You should know how to manage your time. You should know how to manage your activities. You should know how to manage your habits. You should know how to manage your work. If you cannot plan, execute yourself, your activities, if you don't grow yourself as manager of your own self, you cannot be a manager for anything else. You are unfit to be. This is the basic principle. So manager is one who manages things. In fact, when I was in the Rural Development Corporation as special officer, at that time, the finance manager became the acting chairman. He called all the senior officials. He said, who is a manager? Manager is one who violates the rules and justify his stand to achieve the goals of the organization. Please remember, manager is one who violates the rules to achieve the goals of the organization. He said further, managers, I don't want the managers to follow blindly the rules of the organization. The rules and regulations are meant for the clerks. Clerks are not allowed to think. They were to do how they are instructed. But the managers have to think. If they think that particular law becomes a handicap, a problem for achieving the cause, break it. It should not be self-oriented. That's the only underlying point. So a manager is one who manages things for the betterment of himself, the country, and for the organization as a whole. Now, in fact, in SRM University, considering the management as an important one, I would like to inform you that our School of Management is the largest in the university. Our annual intake is more than 900. Am I right, madam? Our annual intake for management study is more than 900. The largest department, managed with the, I should say, I used to always tell her, Miss Manager. So she is reminding me that. No, it's very well done. In fact, we are producing a lot of managers to the country. But every university, every organization, every individual in the organization should adhere to the basic management qualities. So I wanted our teachers should be a management specialist, whatever discipline they belong to. So in fact, 4 years back, we introduced a system called Total Quality Management. We signed an MOU with JUICE, Japan Union of Scientists and Engineers. We, in fact, trying to apply for Deming Prize, the only one and the first university in the world to go for Deming Prize. We are working towards that. To achieve that, see, total quality management means from bottom to top. Everybody should follow the management principles. So what we have done is, all our faculty members should undergo TQM certificate course. In fact, in 2005, I introduced 4 courses. TQM certified engineers, TQM certified managers, TQM certified teachers, and TQM certified administrators, the IAS officials. I do not want to comment on IAS officials, that will not be good in this forum, because IAS officers are supposed to be administrators, but they are functioning as clerks to the ministers today. That is the unfortunate aspect. They are not good managers. That's where I was so much concerned. So, for that purpose, we have introduced now as a compulsory component to all our teachers to undergo TQM qualified certificate program for all our faculty members. So this year, in collaboration with the AOTS and JUICE Japan, we have organized, and in fact, without disturbing the timing of our faculty members, seeing their free time, this year, this month, last week, we have started 2 batches, 30 each. They are undergoing TQM qualified certificate program for the teachers. So this is how we are giving importance for the quality management in the teaching institutions. Now, Mr. Prakash, I think Mr. Prakash, no, Mr. Vijay Kumar said, who said about egoism? You said, right? Vijay Kumar talked about egoism. A manager should not be egoist. I would like to tell all of you, my dear students, egoism. In fact, I want to narrate one small thing. Matchbox and the matchstick, they were talking to each other. Matchstick asked the box, my dear box, whenever, all the time we two are clashing. But every time when we clash, I only get burnt, nothing happens to you. Why? The box said, my dear stick, your head is heavy. Your head is, if your head becomes heavy, you will get burnt. That is what is egoism. A manager should not be egoist. Now, see, you can achieve anything if you plan everything properly. In fact, an excellent book in Tamil, Tirukkural, he talks about the management. And I will say the entire book is on management. Managing everything. Managing home, managing your office, managing yourself, managing anything. And very simple. He defines management in just 4 words. Nyalam karidinum kaigudum kalam karidi idattarchayin. Nyalam karidinum kaigudum kalam karidi idattarchayin. If you want to win the world, you can. When? If you do things at right time and at right place. With a planned activities. Another Tirukkural. Seyathakka alla seyyamayanum. Seyathakka alla seyakkadum. Seyathakka seyyamayanum kadum. Seyathakka alla seyakkadum. Seyathakka seyyamayanum kadum. See, what is not to be done, if you do, the whole thing will get spoiled. If you don't do what you have to do, then the whole thing will get spoiled. These are the basic management principles. My dear friends, invitees, I join Vijay Kumar in inviting all of you for this 24-hour conclave. And this university has been promoted by one single visionary, a school teacher, 40 years back. He wanted to come up as an educationalist, a real dreamer. He dreamt to create a knowledge park in 1969. He started a small school. Every year one institution after the other. In 20 years, 25 years time, 20 institutions he built. In 2002, it became the university. Today, this university offers all programs in engineering technology, science and humanities, management, medical and health sciences, in every field. It functions in 4 campuses. SRM is a brand name in the world. Anybody in the world, if you ask them, where do you want to study? SRM. Recently, I had been to US. There was a conference of Tamils there in Baltimore. 5,000 people were there. Everybody was asking about, sir, I want to study in SRM. That is the name SRM has created. The whole credit goes to the great man, Dr. T.R. Pachamuthu, the promoter of this organization. I am very happy that the Madras Management Association has preferred SRM University to conduct this 24-hour conclave here. Sir, you have definitely chosen a right place with right people, and Dr. Jayashree has been one of the known management specialists in the country, and she is managing the department very well. And with the help of our management staff in the management department, and with the help of experts like all of you, this conclave will definitely be a very successful conclave. I congratulate all those concerned, and I wish the conclave a great success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts and for that very insightful address. Thank you very much. May I now request President Madras Management Association, Mr. Venki Rajagopal, to kindly present a memento to our guest of honor, Dr. Ponnavaiko. Thank you, sir, for having accepted our invitation to be here. Also request Mr. Venki Rajagopal to present a memento to Mr. S. Prakash, CEO, Principal Consultant of Sea Change. Sea Change is a knowledge partner for this conclave. Dr. Jayashree Suresh is a research associate, was an entrepreneur, was associated as an academician with various reputed educational institutions. Currently, she is the Dean of the MBA Department, School of Management, SRM University. I now request Dr. Jayashree Suresh to deliver the formal vote of thanks.
Very good morning and welcome to all of you to SRM University. I stand before you both as a representative of SRM as well as MMA. I am a member of MMA, so on behalf of MMA and on behalf of SRM, I take this privilege to offer vote of thanks. We must thank MMA. This is on behalf of SRM. I'm thanking MMA because of choosing, as our Vice Chancellor said, SRM. Sir, tons of thanks for choosing SRM. I think our students are lucky enough to get this program. I would like to thank the Sea Change, Mr. Prakash, CEO, who has put forward this whole program, 24. In fact, I am going to be here 24 hours sitting here and watching the show, okay? In fact, it's like, you know, we celebrate our religious functions also, you know, 24 hours. So I think all our students also will be there to celebrate this. It is more, as the group captain puts it, it is a celebration for both SRM and MMA. Let's celebrate 56 years of MMA with SRM 29 years. Okay, that is from that. I would like to thank President of MMA, who spoke exceedingly, and the passion with which he was speaking, sir. As an entrepreneurship, I could see entrepreneurship coming out of, and we would like to welcome you once again to this institute to address our students, sir. It's a open invitation for you. Whenever you feel like, you can come and exchange your thought processes and train our students. I would like to thank all the participants. Of course, students are there. I would like to thank our Vice Chancellor, who within a short notice, immediately he agreed. The moment we invited him, he said, yes, I am coming. We were lucky, sir, we were free. Otherwise, he's always his book, but we were lucky. I think MMA was lucky enough, and we were lucky, School of Management was lucky to have him here at this function. I would like to thank all the people who are going to get involved. 24 people, facilitators, who are there on behalf of SRM and MMA. I know many of them who are already there, okay, because I'm associating with MMA for many years. And students who are here and viewers who are watching. I would like to thank all of you, and please watch throughout the night, and your time starts now. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. With this, we come to the end of the inaugural session. We begin session 1 on the topic Life's Purpose by Mr. S. Prakash in just a few moments. For those who are online, please stay tuned. Don't go away.